Welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. I'm Kevin Shea, alongside of the head coach of the Holy Cross Crusaders, Bill Gibbons. Coach, we got a chance now to reflect back on the season. We'll talk about some individual players and some accolades, but first, your thoughts on the season and how it went.
Yeah, obviously not satisfied, Kev, but had some highs, had some lows, had some really good wins and had some tough losses. Had some good individual accolades with Infinity getting her 1,000th point, and of course Lauren being first team All-League and Infinity second, which we'll talk about. But still didn't get over that hump to compete for a championship like we want to do. But I think that we grow, yes, especially our younger guys, and I'm already psyched for next year. But sad to see the seniors go, but I think we'll learn from them and hopefully get back to the top next year. That's the goal.
Now, we'll talk about the two individual awards with Infinity and with Lauren, but first, everyone that we interviewed throughout the whole season, all of your players all talked about team chemistry, and they talked about how this year the chemistry was better than last year.
Right.
What did you learn over the last 2 years about team chemistry and how it's got to be the most difficult thing in some ways? It's like a science experiment.
Right.
How do you build team chemistry? How do you keep team chemistry? Because that's another thing. It's one thing to build it in the preseason. It's another thing to keep it during the season, which is long. There's ups and downs, individually and team-wise.
Yeah, I think I learned that you need to work on it. I think the program we had with the Navy SEALs was a help. I think Father Rogers, our new chaplain, with the trips to the Joyce the retreat center out in West Boylston was very helpful. Maybe the one thing that we need to do more next year is build on that, even once a week, whatever it is, in small groups, just talking about different things and getting to know people better. But that's one thing I talked about with Father Rogers and with the captains this year, about keeping that going, like you said, through the year. So I did learn a lot as a coach that's really important. And from the get-go in our postseason, right through the summer and the preseason and through the season, we've got to work on that, because it reflects on the court if you have that chemistry off the court.
Right, and Lauren, we'll talk to Lauren later on in the show, but she even talked about it, Lauren Manis,
that
you could tell when things weren't, maybe there was a problem off the court and stuff like that.
Sure.
How much do you put it on the coaches and how much do you put it on the players? Because it's something that a lot of times really internally has to be. You guys can do different things, but internally the captains need
we
to
can't be with them all the time. So in the locker room or out, on campus or whatever, you've got to have leaders that are an extension of you and know that. I mean, Bethany Odell, one of our all-time greats, used to call it girl crap. No offense to the girls out there, but she called it girl crap, and she was good at squelching that girl crap and not making it that cattiness or whatever fester. So I think, to answer your question, it comes down to your leaders, that they have to make sure when the coaches aren't around that girl crap is not going on.
Get squelched, whether it's in the dorms, whether it's, and again, away from the gym and out of sight of the coaches.
It's important.
Yeah, talking about the two individual awards, Lauren Manis, first team All-League, Infinity Thomas Wahid, second team All-League. What does that mean to you? And I know Infinity, it's special. It's her senior year. She got her 1,000th point and has been such a good player and such a special player for you guys.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about it later. Their growth as in all areas, but certainly, when you see players grow as players and get better, like Lauren did. She didn't rest on her laurels after Rookie of the Year. She went and could have been was a legitimate Player of the Year candidate. And Infinity, who has improved from freshman to sophomore, from sophomore to junior, junior to senior, just have a great year, score 1,000th point. It's really neat to see their hard work pay off, and hopefully that's an example for our younger guys that you can do this if you're in the gym like they were.
And Lauren's probably going to get her 1,000th point for you next year.
Yeah, probably early.
She's on pace to get it really early. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with plenty more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show right after this.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy. Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester.
Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Coach, you will say goodbye to 5 seniors at the end of this school year. I know you don't goodbye in a sense that you don't get to see them every day, but you're still be in touch and be at the weddings and be at the great milestones in their lives. But just talk about the 5 seniors and what they've meant to you and individually, how much of a pleasure it was for you to coach them and to mentor them over these 4 years.
Right, yeah, it's been a joy to have. I've been having lunches with them since they've been back from break, and halfway through my lunches with the 5 seniors, and talked about that you know, I hope they've grown and learned through the Holy Cross basketball experience. And I said at senior day, after we beat Colgate, that Shannon, Amy, Tricia, Katie, and Infinity have all grown as people, and they all have different things. Shannon Druck was a great team player. She didn't play maybe as much as she would have liked, but she embraced her role as a terrific team player, terrific practice player, great on the bench, was the leader on the bench, and she's already got a job, and that makes me smile, and I was happy to write her a great recommendation. Amy Hasenhauer, with her injuries, with the shoulder separations on 2 different occasions, and could have given up the knees early, but I just remember her on the sideline with the, you know, strengthening her shoulder and working to get back, and she played really well down the stretch, and she's already got a job for next year, and that makes me smile. And then our 3 captains, Katie Doherty, did her internship at J.P. Morgan. They've already hired her, and just to see how she's grown and matured as a young lady has been super. Tricia Byrne, just a leader, played with swag. She didn't always have it this year, and we talked about that, but when she had it, we were a better team, and she had it down the stretch in those 4 or 5 games that we played really well, including the Bucknell game. And she's looking to go over to Ireland to get her master's, as Maddie Ganza did, and Christine, and apply for that program and do a little traveling, and I'm sure she's going to get that. And last but not least, Infinity, who came in here as a young girl, and maybe you know, in her admission, the most immature or the most young girl of any of them, and the most growing to do, really did grow. Not only on the court, coachable, yes, and matured in that way, but off the court as a young woman, ready for any and all challenges, and she's got a job working for a consulting firm in Boston already. She did an internship last year. So that makes both Lisa and I smile to see how they've grown, and we do look forward to going to the weddings and them staying in touch. And all of them at lunch have said, I'm going to stay in touch, Coach, and this team can do good things, and don't worry, I'm going to stay in touch with you guys, which makes us feel good.
Yeah, and I know, and just to touch on that, is that, you know, it's a small time in their life, the 4 years that they're here, but your job and Lisa's job, because I know she's an extension of you and the coaching staff, is to prepare them for life as in the professional world, workers, as mothers, as wives, as friends, as aunts, and I'm sure it may be hard at times when you're in season and you're so much as wins and losses and did this player score, this person got, but now when it's over, can you step back a little bit more and say, just kind of what you were touching on, but say, they're ready. They're ready to be, great in life.
Right, and that's exactly right. And they come in as young girls, and you hope that they leave as young women ready for any and all challenges, in the workplace, as mothers or spouses or whatever. So yes, that gives us the most satisfaction to see how they've grown, and it does go beyond the wins and losses. And I hope Holy Cross basketball has taught them those things. We start every week with a prayer. You're just silent. So whatever your spirituality is, to be thankful. And I hope they take that with them, and they do that hopefully every night, but if not, at least at the start of the week, because our job is to make them grow, not only as basketball players, but more importantly, academically, spiritually, and as young women. And that gives us the most satisfaction as coaches.
And that, in the end, I mean, I know you always get judged on your wins and losses, but at a Catholic college, that is the mission. That is the mission, and you look at what Holy Cross was founded for, and you talk to the priests and talk to, Father Tom Heenahan, who I know is out there in a Holy Cross grad. He doesn't care necessarily if you win or lose. He cares what kind of people you're developing. And that
woman for and with others. That's what we're trying to make.
And that's the record's undefeated there. Your record's undefeated there.
Hope so.
All right, we're going to take another timeout from the Heart Center and be back with plenty more after this.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you. Chick-fil-A in Worcester proudly supports the Holy Cross women's basketball team. Come on down to our brand new location at 80 Gold Star Boulevard in Worcester. Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you
Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
With the tremendous growth of life sciences both globally and locally, we've dedicated our resources to build a strong, knowledgeable, and responsive team to meet the insurance and risk management needs of this dynamic industry.
Our personal lines team will make sure your home, your car, your personal belongings, and most importantly, your family are protected.
The Sullivan Group has the resources, the carriers, and the coverage to protect you and your business.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with sophomore forward Lauren Manis. And Lauren, first, congratulations on the All-League nod again.
Thank you.
First team All-League, and that's coming off being Rookie of the Year as a freshman in All-League. You led the league in scoring. When you go into league games, do you feel, obviously being Rookie of the Year, there's a target on your back. Being the leading scorer, there's a target on your back. Is that something you relish? Is it more pressure? How does that feel?
It definitely is more pressure, especially in league games. I can actually feel the pressure with the double team and triple teams. So it's definitely something I have to work around, but I just continue to play. I don't really feel that much pressure.
Getting a nod like that, getting first team All-League, what does it mean to you at the end of the season?
It definitely means a lot. It shows me that people see that my hard work is paying off, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as we win.
About the teams. So looking back on your year this year as a team, What are your thoughts on the season, the way it went, and how you feel now, kind of having a week or two to sit back and analyze it?
I personally think it went much better than last year, although our record didn't really show it. Just the team chemistry was so much better than it was last year. So I think we're showing some good things going into the future, but we do have a lot to work on, a lot to change. It's going to be tough losing the 5 seniors, but we have a lot to work on.
Now, what did you learn from them too, the 5 seniors?
They were awesome. They were just so great, especially our sophomore class, because we were so big. We didn't really know what to expect coming in freshman year. They were just great leaders and honestly taught us how to be mentally strong, which was the biggest takeaway I got from them. In the postseason and preseason workouts, they were really, really helpful. And
the mental part of the game too, and being mentally tough is probably the biggest jump between, I mean, high school, it's a big jump physically, obviously, but playing AAU and you're playing against Division I college kids essentially in AAU in high school, but the mental aspect of being mentally tough and the grind, I'm sure is probably the toughest aspect.
Yeah, definitely. Coming in freshman year, I mean, no one knows what to expect, but I would say the toughest part is the mental aspect with all the track workouts and everything we have to do. In AAU, you just show up with your bag and you play. Like, you don't have to do all the other extra workouts and stuff. But yeah, those 5 seniors were really helpful.
And team chemistry is another thing. Like, you know, when you talk about AAU, you show up, you play a couple games on the weekend, and everyone goes home, and then you don't see each other for another week or something like that.
Exactly.
Where in college, you're living together, you're together all the time. So chemistry becomes so important. What have you learned about team chemistry, and how do you, because going forward now, you're going to be next year one of the leaders of this team and looked at to be someone who fosters that team chemistry. How do you do that?
Yeah. Well, before coming to Holy Cross, I didn't really realize how important team chemistry was. Like you said, with AAU, it's so much different. But you could definitely see in the games if our team chemistry was on or not, or if people were fighting outside, like off the court. But I think this year it was really great, and that's one thing that the coaches ask us with recruits is, do you like them as a person? Do you think they'll fit into our system, to our team with our kids? And I think that's something that's really important, because if they come in and you don't get along, then it's not going to work on the court, and you're not going to end up with a win, pretty much. So.
And Coach always talks about the jump you made from your freshman year to this year, your sophomore year, and how hard you worked in the off season. What did you work on last year, and then going forward, what are you looking at this year, saying, okay, this is what I need to work on for next year to be even better?
Last year, I think the biggest thing was me working on my outside game instead of just being able to post up, because I saw towards the end of the year that I was getting doubled inside, so I needed to try and make my game a little more versatile. And I think that's something I definitely need to work on this year too. I want to be a bigger threat outside. But yeah.
A lot of jump shots from the outside in the
A
offseason.
lot.
You have an older sister who's 2 years older than you. How much does it help? You know, she doesn't play basketball, but just having that sibling bond, and how often do you guys talk, and how much does she help you? She's a senior in college.
Yeah, she's my best friend. She helps me so much. I talk to her every day, and she's a competitor, so we used to compete when we were little kids, and she totally understands how hard it is, and it's just so great to have an outlet, you know, not worry my parents as much. I can go to my sister. And she's just great. She's my biggest supporter, so it's really great to have her. Which
is cool. And then your parents both played sports in college. Your father played baseball, your mother played basketball. What do they tell you, you know, when they come and watch you play, or you call them up after a practice? What kind of advice do they give to you?
My dad always has something to say. He always has a new move for me. Most of my low post moves come from my dad. Working on them out in the cul-de-sac, but they're really great. They're just always here to support me, telling me I'm doing great, keep working hard. And the only thing they care about is if I play hard. If they think I'm not playing hard in the game, I'll hear it from them. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
That's great. Thanks, George, for joining us, Lauren, and best of luck next year too as you go into your junior season.
Thank you very much.
That's sophomore forward Lauren Manis. We're back with more right after this.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values, our family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions. Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community.
We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Bay State Savings Bank brings you
Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking.
Ask for Kasasa by name at Bay State Savings Bank, proud sponsor of the Friday Night Football Frenzy.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross women's basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn.
Hi, I'm Rocco DeVerti, owner of Enchanted Fireside, Worcester, Massachusetts. Enchanted Fireside is a hearth product store. We sell gas burning, wood burning, and pellet burning stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. We help you with designs, we do the full installations, and we do service should you need it down the road. Our management, sales, and service staff are certified by the National Fireplace Institute in wood burning products, gas, and pellet burning products. Come and visit us at Enchanted Fireside, 728 West Boylston Street in Worcester.
Cowbella Restaurant, Pizza and Catering Service, located at 402 Grove Street in Worcester. The best caterer for 4 years running. Welcome back, everyone. Coach, I know we first and foremost want to thank some sponsors that that allow this show to be brought
Wouldn't
to you.
have the show, Some newbies, Bay State Savings Bank, who came on board this year, and the old reliables, Alan at Percy's, and my boy Sam at Meze down on Shrewsbury Street. Standard Auto has been great, living Sonny's, Stoltz's legacy, who's been awesome. Sullivan Group, John Andrioli and Gordy have been awesome, and of course Mike Pucko at Poochie's, all the people and all the restaurants that sponsor the show. I hope our viewers will give them the business, because we wouldn't have this show without them, and I heartfelt thanks to all them.
Now, looking ahead to next year, what's the schedule like, and what do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited. Wish we could get going right away, and I like this group, but we got 6 games at home in the non-conference. Ryder comes to town for the first time. Brown, URI, Kev, Hofstra, UMass Lowell, and then Manhattan will be our kids' game. We hope to fill the place. And then we got BC in the road, Albany, UVM, UNH, and Bryant. So it's 11 competitive games. UConn may be coming on next year, so after Gino wins a couple more national championships. But I think this is good for us. It'll push us to get better for the Patriot League, and the Patriot League should be strong again. Some seniors have graduated, but I think it'll be a competitive league, and hopefully, again, we can battle to hang another banner here. But already excited, got 4 freshmen coming in the group coming back, and I think we'll have a good nucleus.
And now the freshmen, I don't know what you can say, you can't say about them yet,
Right.
but how important is it? Are they going to stay up over the summer, and how important is that summer session too? Because we didn't even get to talk to Lauren about that. But last year was the first year the kids could stay up and take a class or two and live up here.
Right. Our underclassmen can stay. The freshmen cannot come in and take a course yet. They will come up for a little team bonding. Miranda and Maggie will work on that as the seniors. Last year they went to Tricia Burns Lake House. So this year they'll go to some type of beach spot, and the freshmen will come in for that, which is a good orientation. But Maddie Dembski from Erie, Pennsylvania, first team All-State. Olucia Zema was just voted for the 2nd year in a row the Gatorade Player of the Year in Rhode Island, led her team to the state title. Terrific player from and Kelly Petro from New Jersey. Cannot talk about the other one because she's not signed yet, but those 3 players are really going to add something to us, not only as terrific players, but terrific young ladies from winning programs.
And you mentioned Bethany Odell. I think she was from Rhode Island.
She was.
All
She
right.
was, and she's a former Gatorade Player of the Year. So
Another
little
Ocean
connection
Stater.
there. The Ocean State. Very
State.
good. Very good.
Good. All right, coming up next, the much ballyhooed, the much anticipated segment each and every year, how we finish the show. Coach and I, where they battle an old school pig matchup right here on the Hart Center court. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Rocco DeVerti, owner of Enchanted Fireside, Worcester, Massachusetts. Enchanted Fireside is a hearth products store. We sell gas burning, wood burning, and pellet burning stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. We help you with designs, we do the full installations, and we do service should you need it down the road. Our management, sales, and service staff are certified by the National Fireplace Institute in wood burning products, gas, and pellet burning products. Come and visit us at Enchanted Fireside, 728 West Boylston Street in Worcester.
Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by the Texas Roadhouse, Lincoln Plaza in Worcester.
Wings Over Worcester, right in the heart of Worcester at 1 Kelly Square. Order online at wingsover.com. The Hilton Garden Inn in Worcester is a proud sponsor of Holy Cross Women's Basketball, conveniently located on Major Taylor Boulevard in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Tavern in the Square, now open in Lakeway Commons on Route 9 in Shrewsbury.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Girton Graphics, Southbridge Street in downtown Worcester.
Quinn's Irish Pub on West Boylston Street in Worcester. From appetizers, lunch, dinner, or our weekly specials, our pub selections are a must on your night out.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Qdoba Mexican Eats, Lakeway Commons in Shrewsbury.
This is the segment everyone's been talking about. People, there have been rumors of betting on this. We don't advocate it, but it is what it is, just an exhibition. Coach versus I in a game of pig.
I believe it's 2-1. You won the first 2 years. I came back last year in front of little Riley with the W, so I think defending champion goes first.
All right.
Straight on. Up
That's
and over.
a tough
Oh,
one.
boy.
That's a tough one.
Just put the pressure on early.
I never liked that shot.
Oh, and there's the page. The bank is open here. Oh, the bank is open.
I think we need
Keep
to put,
this rolling.
where's the security cameras? I think someone's been in here practicing.
Oh, boy,
no.
P.I.
This may be the
P.I.
shortest game we've ever had. Turn around off the window.
Boy. Oh, boy,
Oh.
Tay taken out from the AB days, I think. Yeah.
Oh! Great reverse layup.
Oh, there it is. Was that in slow motion? Or Oh, no!
PI to PI.
Boy.
Bird's office right here.
Bird's office. Oh,
Did that nothing but net?
Oh, boy, he's getting the
I love these rims.
Memphis bounce.
These rims are great. Yes!
Oh, and I don't get it.
Came back.
What a comeback.
Down.
From PA.
Another
Nice
great
job.
year.
Nice job. Another great year. See me have to get it next year, get back. But congratulations. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next year on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show.